Just because you put a famous video game IP on a board game does not make it a good game. But man, this game is awesome! Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Clayton, and this is my rapid fire series that I do on my channel where I cover a game that's currently on Kickstarter and give you a high level overview about the game to see if this game is right for you and if you should back it. Boring! Jumping right into things, let's just talk about the pledge levels. If this game looks at all interesting to you, then I would recommend getting the Badass pledge. That's gonna be the pledge that gets you the best value for the game with all the expansions and extra content. However, there is still some add-ons to add to the game, and I'll talk more about that in a moment. But at the time of this recording, you will be getting a free expansion for Steve the Psycho the Boss. If you missed out on the 48-hour expansion, then you have to add that to your pledge for an extra $20. Borderlands Mister Torgure Arena of Badassery is a 1 to 4 player cooperative campaign skirmish arena battle type of game. How this game works is every player is going to be taking control of Vault Hunters. You always will be playing with 4 characters of your choice. If you play solo, you take control of all 4 characters. If you play 3 players, then there's going to be an extra character for everyone to choose how that player plays. There's different modes you can play in this game. You can either play through a campaign mode or one-off scenarios. Each scenario is going to tell you different ways on how to set up and how to win in a victory condition. Personally for me, I think the campaign mode is going to be the best way to play this game because you're going to be able to customize the characters as you play through the campaign and the different scenarios, upgrading your weapons and your skill tree. There's a lot of dice rolling in this game. However, to mitigate that, they do have 3 luck tokens where you can choose to spend 1 during a game to re-roll dice at any point. However, you only get 3 during the game, so players must spend them wisely. Each character in the game has their own set of actions that they can use during their phase. The color of action tokens used determines what color die the players will roll, and see what action succeeds or fails. Generally, green actions are the best, then yellow, and then red action. Players do not have a health bar in this game, however it's determined with action tokens. If they take damage, then they must replace one of the action tokens with a red token. If all the action tokens are filled with red tokens, they are eliminated from the arena. They must buy their way back in for $500, and if they can't do that, then all the players have to pitch in for a total of $1,000 to get that character back into the game. If that character cannot enter the game, and if no players can buy that character back in, then all players lose that scenario. Once enemies are defeated in the game, there's going to be loot spawning from Clapchap's loot bag. This is the difference between scenario and scenario, and each scenario will tell you what loot should go in Clapchap's bag. There could be some legendary items in there, depending on the scenario. There's announcement cards that determine how the enemies act during the enemy phase. There is a row of 3 announcement cards so players can see how the enemies are going to react during their turn, so players can plan ahead of time to how the enemies are going to react with those announcement cards. As far as mechanics go in this game, it is very simple as soon as you get to know the icons and how they work in the game. You spend your action tokens, you move and attack with dice rolling. Don't take too many hits and load up on a lot of ammo and guns. There are over 400 cards in the game, and if you ask me, for a Borderlands game, that is a little low. I hope they get those numbers up. Another thing I want to know is how many pages the campaign book is and how many scenarios are in this game. So that's really going to speak to the value of this game. If there's only a few scenarios, then this game might not be worth backing. So I really hope they reveal that soon. The characters do seem very different, which I'm happy to see. I just wish they add a few more characters from the game. As far as add-ons, I don't really think you need to add anything on. If you did miss out on the 48-hour bonus and the other Steve the Boss bonus, I wouldn't be too concerned. There's going to be a lot of content for you already if you get the Badass pledge. It doesn't add to the main campaign that you'll be playing through the game or those different scenarios. If you're a Borderlands fan, then I definitely think you're going to enjoy this game. I don't think the price is too high, and I think when it comes to retail, it's going to be a bit more expensive due to the popular IP. Let me know in the comment section down below who your favorite Vault Hunter is and if it should be added to this game. Check out this video here to learn about another game that's currently on Kickstarter, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.